Section 5.3 is solving trig equations. So we want to solve for x. If they don't specify, all of these problems are going to have infinitely many solutions, or potentially you can have no solution. But if they don't specify a range for x, because these functions are oscillating and they go on forever, you are going to have infinite solutions. And so we need to write it out as such. So let's take a step back first and just solve this. So these act like variables. So if I have 4 sine functions and 2 sine functions, I can subtract 2 of the sine functions from both sides. So I have 2 times the sine of x equals the square root of 2. And then I want to get my sine function by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So I have the sine of x is equal to the square root of 2 over 2. Now this goes back to chapter 4, where you need to know where does the sine equal the square root of 2 over 2. Well, the sine equals the square root of 2 over 2 at pi fourths. And it also equals the square root of 2 over 2 at 3 pi fourths. So we have quadrant 1 and quadrant 2 are the 2 places where sine is positive. The period for sine is 2 pi. So this is going to happen at intervals of 2 pi. So I'm going to say where 2 pi n, where n is some integer, okay? And same thing here, 2 pi n, where n is some integer. So solving it, I don't think you'll have any issues with that. If you learned your trig functions back in chapter 4, you won't have any problem with that. So this is the one little new piece where we would have to go through and say, because my period is 2 pi, that this is going to happen at increments of 2 pi, and then this one again is going to happen at increments again of 2 pi.